Rolando Romero beats his case, and now he's going after some of the people with DAZN and a DAZN reporter particularly who tried to insinuate that he should be found guilty. We're going to talk about that in this video. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in and smash the like button. Takes a couple seconds of your time, and you don't know how much it encourages others to find this very content when you guys click on that. Now, I've already made a video about the initial subject of Rolly beating his case. There were some heinous allegations being waged against him, and he always maintained his innocence, but he had to go through that due process. Especially in the times we live in, these are serious implications and allegations. So these allegations cost him a fight with Gervonta Davis in the interim. You know, the fight, you see this picture is from the press conference, and it says Davis versus Romero. It was already scheduled up for December 5th of last year, but he was forced to pull as the network, or, you know, most likely the network felt, hey, you got to take care of this first before we promote this, because this was supposed to be a Showtime pay-per-view. So if they would have just went in and, you know, willy-nilly and fought on pay-per-view, this would be a bad look when you have an open case, you know. But that has since changed. So hopefully Rolly gets the justice that he wants in terms of getting the Gervonta fight, which was already slated, and he was the mandatory for, right? Rolly, in case you missed that first video, and this is why you guys got to follow my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. But he says, after 3.5 months of my name being slandered with false accusations, having to miss out on opportunities, cheated out of my dream, and out of a massive amount of wealth, the investigation into the allegations made against me has formally been closed. Charges were not filed because the allegations could not be substantiated because, as I always stated, I am innocent. I am now the symbol of freedom, purity, and love, known as the boxer formerly known as Rolly. Now all you hating MFers can suck, blah, 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 right? So Rolly, he fired back with a little bit of vengeance. He tried to tell y'all he was innocent. People doubted him, and then now the investigation has come to a closure. Now, Rolly then turns his sight on DAZN reporter Chris Mannix, and he has a bunch of tweets that he released, and we'll get into that. He says somebody needs to bitch slap Chris Mannix's ugly right? He says so he's like saying, hey, this man had me set up, and I'll get into that. He said, and honestly, DAZN in general could suck my fat black expletive. And he had this picture throwing up the middle fingers with DAZN. So he's going in on DAZN. He said that's a cheap network. So he going in on the employer of this particular fighter. And then I'll get to the last, save the best for last. The other tweet that he said, right, is, so he said somebody need to blah 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 Chris Mannix ugly, yeah. And then somebody says, LOL, Mannix gave your accuser quite a bit of print when that story first broke. This is the same accuser who just last night tweeted someone offered her $2 million to drop charges against you, charges that were never filed in the first place. That struck me as wildly unbelievable. And Rolly says, Mannix knowingly promoted false rumors to take me off of the card. He even gave her an interview within hours. He's the real criminal here. They need to fire his They were all plotting. So Rolly is under the impression or of the belief that he was done in by rival network reporter Mannix, and he was plotting all along, because he's saying that he was purposefully like egging on the drama and trying to set up, and I guess he did set up an interview with the chick in the allegations. And we live in a weird time, you know. I'm just gonna say it like that. We live in a weird time. Like, at what point is boxing media gonna like kind of get it, in terms of like, why would boxing media be so thirsty that a girl put allegations against Rolly, and you're so thirsty that you want to hurry up and interview her before the police even get a chance to interview her? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that just seems very broken. Like, the whole thing happened, it has to go through the judicial system, the police chain of command, and a formal investigation. What are you doing? So Rolly's, in essence, he's kind of right. Like, what are you doing? What, aside from taking her like testimony and putting it on your platform, which again, Rolly's not even your fighter, so it really has nothing to do with it. So Rolly, he's pretty much right. Like, you trying to slander his name, and you don't know the facts. You're just trying to get on the ball and get on record with the chick, as opposed to, like I said, I think if you were truly like, see, my thing is this: I hate when people cape and try to camouflage their real intent, but they have ulterior motives, right? Rolly's saying that he believes that DAZN reporter was trying to get him like removed off the card by amping up the story, no more, no less. And that's not what, in a case like what he was being accused of, that's definitely not what it should be about. If anything, out of the goodness of your heart, you should be trying to get justice for a girl if you really believed her testimony and you really believed her story. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't try to egg on the situation just because you want to ish on Gervonta Davis and Rolly and single-handedly try to ruin the fight. You know, I don't know. I just believe in karma, and I think in life you got to do things for the right reason. It's like a lot of people, they give a homeless person $5 and then they film it. You know what I mean? They have to film themselves handing off. There's been several times where I've done very nice things to the less fortunate or to a homeless person, right? It happens all the time, right? Or just anybody, right? But I don't have to glorify every time that these exchanges happen and then post it on my Instagram or post it on my Snapchat so everybody sees me paying homage or giving a less fortunate person some money, you know. But we live in a generation where instead of doing it out of the kindness of your heart, people want to advertise it so they get credit. But I don't believe that's how it works, and I don't believe that's required from the universe. If you're a good person and you put out good energy and you pay it forward, it doesn't, even if it goes unnoticed, it doesn't go unnoticed by the universe. So I guess what I'm saying is we got to really start redefining the lines of why people do things and what are they doing it for. And a lot of times you'll find people have selfish and ulterior motives as to why they're doing it. And this pretty much sounds like what Rolly is suggesting from the DAZN reporter, which is why he's saying it's a trash network and all that, and going in, because he's like, you just picked up this story trying to hate on me in Gervonta's fight. That's basically what it sounds like. And from the outside looking in, that's what it looks like, because mission accomplished. You got Rolly pushed off the card, or you helped to do that by trying to amplify the girl's voice instead of directing her to the authorities. Like, if you really care about DVs, you really care about abuse and, like, you know, these #MeToo moments, then you should really probably be directing her to proper channels to get help for that. You know what I mean? Like a therapist or counselor, somebody that can help you through these types of issues and these turmoils, right? Or to the authorities where they could do a formal investigation and if need be, take it the next step or whatever, or to a lawyer or something. But that's not what DAZN did. Instead, they did it with the sole intent of, you know, hearing the allegations and running with the story. And it's not right, because now, why did the police drop the charges then? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did the police drop the charges? So now they dropped the charges, so something happened to the point where it didn't get pursued to a further extent, you know. And now, you know, whether it happened or not, now it's dead in the water. It's not going anywhere for some reason. And again, I don't want to get into the particulars. I don't know what's going on, but at this given moment, since he's been exonerated, basically, before it even, you know, went any further, then now you look foolish. And then now he might be right back at the spot to get a Gervonta Davis fight. So it sounds like with how everything played out, is more of a potential postponement than an indefinite cancellation, because he beat the case, right? So ESPN also reported that they contacted themselves. The Henderson, Nevada Police Department tells ESPN that the investigation involving Rolando Romero has been closed and no charges were filed. Romero was pulled from a scheduled fight, as I mentioned, with Tank due to these allegations. Full story coming soon, right? So there's no charges, you know what I mean? So this is his story. ESPN, I don't know if they didn't believe him when he said that the case was closed, but Broly out here winning, and he's the one that he kept it real. But it looked like ESPN tried to double check. They tried to double check to see if what he was saying was true, and then comes back it was true. So let me know what you guys think of Rolly versus DAZN. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Hit him up. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.